Hi guys, welcome back to a bit of a sad day actually. I've got some bad news and it's all about my Hoya. My Hoya Linearas almost kicked bucket. Let me just show you what it was once and I will now show you what I currently am dealing with. I know, it's shocking, but it's not all bad. I did actually do a video when I was really sick. I was so sick, but I kept walking past this plant and I was just like, I have to do a repot. So I did do that video, but oh my gosh, it was so bad. Like I wasn't even looking. I mean, it's just all over the place. But I did manage to save some of the plants. So this is what I have. And I decided to put them both into a mix of tree fern fibre with my aeroid mix. And I've not had such great results. So I think today what I want to do is take them both out of soil and I'm going to put them in semi-hydroponic. I'll put in some footage of another Hoya Linearas that I have. It was living in the hallway and I've recently moved it into this room because, yeah, just because. And that one is in pon and it's doing very well, and it was living in a very, very cold, fairly dark hallway in the winter, and it was just, you know, it was just getting on with life, which was great. It's tough, it's a tough one, so I would like to put that one back out in the hallway if I can get this one to look better. This, I think I'm actually just going to throw this. I mean, there might be some more salvageable bits. We can have a look at that later. But yeah, let's kind of get into this part. So firstly, I put some leckables already into an orchid pot. And yeah, so that way it can kind of sit in something and have like a reservoir of water. Okay, did I just repeat myself? I think I did. Dizzy moment. I haven't had my lunch yet. I really do need to eat fairly soon. Hopefully this is going to be a nice easy repot, and yeah, we'll just take it from there, I guess. Okay, yeah, so I decided I kind of went through this whole process of like putting the longer ones together and then putting the shorter ones in another pot. I don't know why I did that. But even on this part, the reason why I'm taking it out tree fern fibre, it's been in tree fern fibre for at least 2 weeks now, and I've had better results even with a plant that's quite lengthy like this when using pon, or with the other one I did. But yeah, you can kind of see like some yellowing again. We've had like a little bit of droppage. Yeah, so I'll probably just, I don't know, we're just going to have to start again. Oh my goodness, are you seeing this? This plant has been sprayed for thrips as well. So it's been treated. It probably needs to be sprayed again because I think you're meant to take 2 weeks off and then spray again. I haven't seen anything flying around, but obviously like there's that cycle. Anyway, let's not get into the pests too much. I think I'm going to start with this one. It'll be interesting to see if there's any roots at all. No roots. Absolutely no roots. Okay, well that kind of makes my job slightly easier, to be honest. Oh, actually no, I can see a root right there. So I'm just going to put these under the tap. Cool. So just washed all the soil off. It came off quite easily. And I just want to kind of go through the parts that have lost leaves and the bits that haven't. think it's just one actually that's looking a bit ropey. Oh no. Yeah, that one doesn't look too good. I'm gonna leave that one out. And I'm just kind of like getting all the nodes. I always say this, but just in case someone new has come along and they're wondering what am I doing? What's she doing there? I'm just lining up all the nodes. And I will show you exactly what I mean by that. Yeah, we lost quite a few leaves off that one. Oh, my neighbour has builders at the moment, so you're going to hear a bit of banging every now and then. There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. Okay, that's fairly decent. I will need to cut this long one. So yeah, the roots basically will come out of these areas where we've lost some leaves. So it's not all bad. And I think I'm going to cut that one right there. I probably could cut the other one, but I'm not going to. Okay, so those are all nicely lined up. Keep that in a nice little cluster. And I think I'm just going to put them all in the same pot. See what's going on in here. Yeah. No roots. Actually one little fuzzy just there actually, so that's good. Let me give it a wash. Okay, so yeah, I can see that I've got one little root there. Try and get rid of that bit of soil. Yeah, just that. That's the only root. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Right. So I want this bunch and all of this all together like that. And this, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Right, pon. Yeah, I do kind of like, do you know what? I think I'm going to need some worm casting. Not worm casting, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to use some great white on the roots. I did put, I've got like a little Amazon thing going on. Like I just recently became an affiliate, and I put all the British links on, and I tried to match the same with the American stuff, but there was actually quite a few things that I couldn't find. Great white, I did find it, but it was only like as a bundle, and you had to, like, it comes with this pH balancer thing. I don't know what that's all about. Okay, yeah, so right now I'm going to give this, actually need to trim that as well. Hope you can see, if I come back a little bit, hopefully I can just zoom in. Yeah, so I'm just going to dust them over with this stuff. Yeah, so I put an alternative, which actually I've heard other YouTubers talk about, and it's called Bigfoot. And I'm going to try and get it here. I'm going to see if I can try and get some for myself. Okay, that should be enough. So far, things are going okay. very tempted to just pour. Can I do that? Oh, fun is great, isn't it? It just slips into place. Okay, so they are kind of all at the cluster, but I'm not hating that. Guys are really going for it. I mean, I spent most of today kind of, oh, should I film or shouldn't I film? Like, it's going to be so noisy. But they're going to be here for a while, the builders, so we're just going to have some noisy videos at the moment. But hopefully it's not going to disturb. I mean, sometimes I can hear a lot of different things going on, and then when I watch my video, I actually can't hear it. Okay, they're all in. Now, this is the thing. We want them to stay in. Let's see if they'll just... Oh, okay, they're staying in place. Brilliant. Yay! Oh my goodness. That's fantastic news. Let me show you. Oh, she's looking kind of cute all together. We do have some yellowing leaves still. But hopefully now, this one is going to be much, much happier. I'm going to balance it in this glass vessel, and then I can put some water in the bottom here and give it a bit of a reservoir. But yeah, it's looking much better. Yeah, I really don't know what happened. Actually, no, let's reflect. So I had the Hoya, it was on the shelving unit. I'll do like some B-roll, and it was right next to my Monstera and another Hoya, and all three of them kept getting mealybug. Yeah, so so yeah, that was kind of, I think, where it started going downhill. And it could just be that the roots have mealybug in them. So luckily, by chopping Hoyas and regrowing the roots, it's fairly easy. Well, in the growing season, it's fairly easy. Obviously, I'm kind of taking a bit of a chance. I will be putting this under, obviously, some plant lights and just try and keep it nice and warm and fake a bit of summer for this plant. But yeah, oh my goodness, I do need to find a nice space for it. I've been moving plants around, and I'll probably, and I will probably, why can I not speak again? And I will probably do a update very soon, because a lot has been going on, some good and some not so good. So yeah, I'll kind of go through all of those, because you know, I want to be as honest about my plants as I can. Like, it's not always plain sailing. I do get some lovely comments from you guys like, oh, your plants are they're always so healthy and they're always so beautiful, and I would love to believe that. And there's definitely some plants that are easier than others, but even with those ones, sometimes they can just take a nosedive. And what I've found is, because say I've got a plant that is just really easygoing and like quite chilled, I take my eye off the ball. I'm just like, yeah, that plant's always good. So I maybe don't dust it as often, or, you know, I'll know that it can go without water. So I'll maybe, at some stage, I stress them out, and then a bug is called to finish the job. Yeah. Okay, so this plant, I do actually want to have a look and see what's going on, and I want that vessel back. So I'm going to get myself a bin bag out. And I think the Hoya Linearas is like a great example of that. Like, I've always done so well. Like, this plant has bloomed so many times. Like in 1 year, it will bloom maybe 6 or 8 times, between 6 and 8 times. Like in each season, you know, 2 or 3 times. So yeah, I'm very, very proud of this plant. I do need to water it though. Let's do that. So I'm gonna do just like a very light one on top, just so that the pond, actually I don't need to do that, I can just do through here, just so that the pond is a little bit moist. I mean, it was a little moist, but especially with the great white on there, like I don't want it to like be washed off. I was hoping I wouldn't have to move it too much. You don't want to move it too much. Okay, cool. That guy, I'm going to go and put this on a shelf. It was in my bedroom, but I've actually started moving things out of my bedroom because of the heating, and no, just the propagation bins and the humidity boxes are in that space at the moment, although I do have 2 in this room as well. But yeah, that's that guy. I'll probably show you where it's going to live. Okay, I found a nice spot for it, and I'll show you that just now. Next is the main plant. Have another look. I mean, it's just so sad and so pathetic, but you can see they look really dehydrated. I haven't watered the plant, so yeah. What I'm going to do is just cut these bits off, the bits that I can salvage. I mean, is there any point? I don't know. And then the rest I'm just going to throw in the dustbin. Yeah, I mean, it's really quite pathetic. But I want my vessel back. So yeah, this Hoya Linearas was in just a chunky aeroid mix, like quite a very chunky aeroid mix. And obviously it's in no drainage, and it's been like that for, I would say, maybe 2 years like this. And although scary, sometimes they sound like they're actually in here. Yeah, although every now and then I will go in with some hydrogen peroxide and try and flush it through. Probably didn't do it so often with this particular plant because it was so long, and you know, you need to kind of be able to tip it. I think it's mostly that it didn't get a chance to be flushed through. 2 years is quite a long time. It'll just come out. So yeah, I'm really pleased that now both of those Hoya Linearas, in fact all of them now, I've got another one in my bedroom. They're all now in drainage pots. I do like the no drainage situation. I think it works well with the anthuriums because I'm repotting those guys very often. Probably like every 2 or 3 months because they just constantly need a bigger pot. Oh my goodness. See if I can pull it out. Oh. Yeah, so yeah, they get that chance to have fresh soil or I get a chance to clean the soil. And then the Hoyas, most of my Hoyas are in drainage kind of situations, so I can flush them through. But just, I think I've probably got, I'll have to go around and do a count, but I do have several that are in no drainage, and I am a little worried that they're going to need to be flushed through. And they've been in that situation for as long as this plant. They're like my older plants. So like when I first started getting into Hoyas, you know, and I'm also I love to experiment and stuff. What am I going to do with these? Maybe I'll just throw these into a propagation bin that has some soil and stuff in it, because I don't really know. I do have a little vessel actually that I could use. There's one. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so when I first got into Hoyas, by that stage I had discovered pon, and I had some other plants that were in no drainage, I think. Or maybe the Hoyas were some of the first plants that I put into no drainage. So no, I'm gonna have to check my facts on that. But yeah, I honestly don't know what to do with that. Yeah, I put a lot of my, then at that stage they were quite small Hoyas, like small plants, into no drainage, and they just did so well. And they're still in the same vessels. I mean, like some of them are right in these tiny little jam jars. And yeah, it's not going to end well. So I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to wait until the summer, or at least spring, before I start doing anything with that. Yeah, I'm just cleaning these up a bit. Okay, we managed to save some of it. Oh, I've got some more back here. Should we try this one as well? In there, in you go. Cool, I'll just add some water to that a bit later. And that can go in the trash. Oh, brilliant. Happy. Let me show you where it is actually. Let me show you the plant and how it's looking now, and I will most definitely be giving you some updates, and I'll show you the other one that was in the hallway. Yeah, so I've put all my Hoyas, or most of my Hoyas, over here now, and this is the one that was in the hallway, my Hoya Linearas. Let me take her out of there. Yeah, this is her. I'm trying to get some light on her. Where can I put you? Oh, here. Maybe here. It's a little bit better. But yeah, she's been growing quite nicely. This one was much shorter. She's got a lot longer. And you can see she's in pon. I do need to water her though. She does need some water. And this one has bloomed as well, which is fantastic. And it's only been living on this shelf for about a day, so it's early days for me to find out whether it actually enjoys being even in this room. but it might go back in the hallway. And then the other one is over here. And yeah, I've also moved all of these plants. I had to put my Hoya, my brain has just gone dead. Yeah, I had to put my Hoya pallidiforum up here because look how long that leaf, her latest new leaf. And then I managed to get my crystallinum super silver back on the shelf. The new leaf is, anyway, back to the Hoya, looking magnificent. Yeah, so I'll be able to keep a nice eye on it. She will get some natural light from this window on a sunny day, and it's also got plant lights, so yeah, there's plant lights just everywhere over here. So yeah, it should be fine there. Almost forgot to show you the little cuttings. So we did salvage a little bit more of the Hoya Linearas. It was actually quite nice just doing the one plant and not feeling like, oh my gosh, I've got to get all these different things done. And you know, there's nothing worse than feeling like flustered, or I mean, like the plant hobby should be an experience of almost meditation. So if you're ever feeling like, oh my gosh, you know, especially when you get pests, it can become a bit hectic, you know, you start freaking out and like, oh my gosh, I've got to like do all of these plants today kind of thing. Like, I've learned along the way that that's not an effective way of dealing with things. You're just bound to make a mistake at some stage. So like, it's just good to section your plants, which is why when I do my videos, like my care days, I do like to separate the genus. So I'll do the anthuriums all on the same day because I know that I pretty much bought them all around the same kind of time. So I probably repotted them at the same kind of time. They generally are working like a house. When you put in light bulbs when you first move in, they'll all start going at the same time. You know, so that's kind of like my logic behind it all. But yeah, I'm really pleased about, I'm looking at my Hoya Linearas over there. Oh, she looks cute, but yeah, I might put her back in the hallway. Yeah, I will keep you updated on the Hoya Linearas. I'm feeling less sad about the plant. I'm feeling more hopeful about the plant in pon. I do feel that I've gone down the right route. Very happy that it's in no drainage as well. That's perfect. And I'm really, I just really hope that I got to it at the right time. It's a terrible time of the year to be propagating, and to be honest, I have another number of plants that need chopping down. Things never seem to stop here, so you will see me here again very soon chopping up yet another plant, trying to save that thing. I'm not gonna let you know. That was my tummy. I won't tell you which plant it is. Maybe you can guess. Try and take a wild guess which plant you might think it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go now and have some lunch, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you here again very soon. Have a fabulous week. All right, bye.